When you, Mickey Gall, think about bullying, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Well, when I think of bullying, I guess I think of like a mean kid, you know. But I know that it's more than that. I know that a bully's acting that way because probably from some deficit. There's like either they've been treated in a certain way, or they feel inadequate, or like there's usually something there. That's why I like how Compel kind of flips it. Instead of giving methods for dealing with bullies, they try and speak to the bully. They try to get through to the bully and kind of nip it in the bud, kind of stop the bullying at its source. A bully I always figured a bully would be like someone whose dad's maybe beating them up, and that's just the only way that that's the way they feel weak. So then they go try and either assault people with words or by actual force, because that's just all they know, and it's just their personal struggle for trying to feel power.
You're obviously you're at a profession where physically you are permitted to beat someone up in a ring in an open competition, but where do you also see bullying otherwise in other places in your life?
Oh man, that's a good question. We spoke the other day. I never really got bullied growing up. I was fortunate. I was a big kid. I stood up for myself, and some of my proudest moments were because of the way I was raised, was standing up for someone being bullied. I was always taught that stuff you can't let that fly around you. And some of my prouder moments is standing up to an older kid to protect someone. But nowadays, man, every day I probably get a little bullied online if I check my messages or comments or something. And that's a whole different thing. The cyberbullying is a whole another thing, because you don't really deal with we're not face to face. It's just someone could just type up some BS and send. But for the most part, I guess I feel bad for those people if that's what they think they need to do to feel better. I can't imagine they got too much good stuff going on. So I guess I can't really say I haven't been bullied by some not anymore, really.
Yeah. What is the message that you like the most about Compel America and what they're working to drive and changing the minds and the attitudes of young kids across America?
I love that instead of the normal, typical, been done ways of you can try and do this to deal with a bully. Compel's trying to talk kind of to the bullies. Just trying to talk to them and see where they're coming from, and maybe make them be more aware of their actions and realize where their faults lie, and it's because I don't think it's just a bully's a bad person. It's not necessarily a bad person. It's not black and white. It's this person could just be acting this way, like we said before, because probably it's something that's gone on to them or some learned behavior. And I think Compel will really make people more aware. Self-awareness is key, and I think Compel will make people more self-aware, make the bully realize what they're doing, and then be able to work back and figure out why they're doing this and what they can do and different methods and stuff like that. I just think it's great. I think it's a fresh approach, and I think it's gonna reap a lot of benefits from it. I'm UFC welterweight Mickey Gall, and I stand with Compel.